Okay,
Yep.
good morning everyone.
Good morning.
We're here. I'm going to interview Blessy. She's a nursing student.
Yep.
By the way, can you introduce yourselves?
Good morning, intro literature classes. My name is Blessy Avance, and I'm a fourth year BSN student graduating this March.
Okay, right. Let's go into our interview.
Okay.
So, what made you choose nurse as a career?
That's a tough question actually. But before it was not my choice. When I was younger, when I was in elementary, to be clear, I wanted to be a teacher because I was inspired by my grade 6 teacher, Mrs. Ismael. But as I grew older, we moved to the States. So environment changes, or everything changed. And as I graduated from high school, my mom got me into the hospital to work as a PCT. That is equivalent of the midwifery here in the Philippines. Yes, so I was working for 3 years in the hospital. So being exposed to patients, taking care of them, that inspired me to, go for nursing. So that's why I gave up working and decided to come here.
Very good choice.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Avance, can you tell me about yourself?
What in particularly? Well, I'm petite. I'm tiny. I can tell I smile a lot to people that I know. I try to make jokes sometimes. People has their days that are down. But I can say I am easy to talk to. I can draw. I like photography. I like traveling, adventures. That's all I know about myself for now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. So, what do you find most rewarding or interesting in duty or early classes?
What are the things I find interesting?
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, first off, when I was exposed here in the Philippines for the hospital settings, it was a lot different compared to when I was working before. Because here they're very, very resourceful. Like talking about gloves, you use gloves as a tourniquet here, but in the States, they rarely do that. They would always have, it's like they always have things for everything. And once they use it one time, they dispose it. Yeah. Another one is when you're taking care of a patient, even though you don't know them, and you introduce yourself then and then. So it's like building the trust. That's so rewarding, because once you got their trust for a student nurse or as a nurse to take care of someone, that kind of gives them the award. The award of feeling, oh, it's good. They accept me. So all the medication, anything that you want to talk about, that's it.
How do you cope up with duty and classes at the same time?
Okay. Pretty much since I arrived here, I came on the second semester, but my transcript was accepted. So some of my classes that I took back in the States, it was allowed here. But when I moved here, there are like first year classes that I need to take on the second like a plane crashing down, you know. I was like one class here, one major class, and then a minor, you know, colliding, they clash. I was like, oh man. And the thing was, I haven't built, you know, teacher-nurse relationship, so I was like, how will I talk to this person or to this teacher in order for them to allow me to have that? It was tough for me to do that back then, because I was like, the way I did was, you know, you had to talk or get someone that knows that teacher, and then you take them with you, and then you talk. Like two of you talk to the teacher to kind of like get the, you know, no, please, that's okay, you know, because you have someone that backs you up, and then that's how I cope up with it on my first exposure here in NLAC. And then as the year goes on, there's still minor classes that have conflicts with my major classes, especially PE class, Bible classes. The good thing about it is the teacher, I'm going to especially mention Pastor Castillo, because I took him last semester, and most of the time our duty is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and his classes was Monday and Wednesday, and I was like, I'm doomed, you know. And so I went to Pastor, and I was like, Pastor, I'm a nursing student, fourth year, I have conflict. And he goes, okay. And then he said, just come to me anytime you're free, but you will still have minus, you know, for attendance. And I was like, yeah, that's okay as long as I'll pass. That's what I told him. And he's like, okay, just come to me anytime. So gladly it was settled with his class.
So if it's on like exam time.
Exam times. Okay. And most of the time we don't have duties on exam weeks. Most of the time. Sometimes when we do, I just have to go and talk to the teacher about it.
Okay, let's move on. As a graduating student, how has your nursing training prepared you?
A lot. It prepared me with so many things. I used to like, you know, when there's a crowd and you don't want to be in the crowd, so you just want to be behind.
Yeah.
When I moved here in NLAC, most people are approachable, like Filipinos compared to Americans or any races. They're more, what do you say, welcome. Yeah, they're more welcoming. And as I moved here, it's, even though I'm a Filipino, it's still kind of like grew up here half of my life, and I grew up in the States half of my life. So it's kind of like which way you follow when you move here, and when you're in the other place, you have to follow their culture and everything. But when I moved here, they're so welcoming. They want me to be involved most of the time, and it kind of like brought back my old self. So as a graduating student, I want to like bring that out, being a leader. You know, it's hard to be a leader because there's always going to be up and down. So yeah, that prepared me for that.
Okay, good. That's good. Okay, so where do you see yourself in healthcare in 5 years?
Wow, tough question, man. I have a lot of plans in life. But let's see, 5 years from now. I'm planning to work in one of our hospitals in the U.S., like an Adventist hospital. Maybe in Dallas, or I would say maybe in Texas or in Florida as a core nurse. So I'm praying and hoping my best that I will, you know, focus in that field, because there's a lot of fields in nursing, not just clinic nurse, you know, bedside nurse, community nurse here in the Philippines. They have that. It's less in the States. They would have social worker for that, but here they have it here. You know, community nurse here compared to the States. But yeah, I would rather to be. I see myself, you know,
What can you tell others as a lesson from your experience?
Other nursing students in general?
Maybe, yeah,
Or
others.
okay, I'll just do nursing students. We're in my first like fresh start. Like you have no idea what is nursing. So as you go on with years of learning pretty much basic like taking blood pressure. That's like the number one. Because as a nurse, assessment assessing meaning it's like you look, you see from out, from the head to toe, go down all the way to feet, assess what is, for example, what's wrong with the patient. So you gotta have that basic knowledge. So that's the way you can identify the disease of the patient. Not just identify the disease, but identify what's causing that. Like for example, dehydration. What are the signs and symptoms? Sunken eyeballs, dry lips, the trigger of the skin. When you peel your skin like that, and it takes a long time to go back, that means you're dehydrated. So those are the basic things that I want the lower years to know and to kind of like let them marinate into it. And the other one is the vital signs, like blood pressure, check, pump, squeeze, flip the cuff, and all that. And put it where's the right over here, and then checking the pulse. Some people, fresh students, they use their thumb and to check the pulse, which is no, because thumb has pulse, so you're pretty much feeling your pulse. Yeah, so most of the time, just one or two index finger, feel it, and then temperature. Mostly here in the Philippines, it's auxiliary. When I was working, under the tongue is more. Most of their normal states, but here it's auxiliary. So make sure it's they putting it exactly 1 minute after when you check. But most of the time it does the beeping. Yeah, it's done. And remember, be humble to anyone, though you don't know them. That's the way you will build rapport, or build the relationship, patient or anyone. Be cautious. Yes. Don't just go there, and some people you're like you go there, get their vitals without their permission. It's kind of like attacking their privacy or their space. So always introduce yourself before doing anything. Always watch out for a nursing student or just a nurse. Basically, you have to double check the medication, the orders, because once you mess it up, once you give too much, that person is dead. So I would say that if you calculate it, I would rather choose calculating it less than overdosing that patient. Yeah, because there is certain math calculation in nursing, like the dose overhand times vehicle. That means whatever the doctors order, they give you a number, like for example, 100 milligrams of insulin via IV, injection, and the one on your hand is 200. So you get that 100 divided by 200 times 1 amp, and that will be the amount you're gonna give to that patient. Yeah. So always remember the dose divided by hand dose times vehicle.
That's good.
Yeah. They emphasize it in the pharmacology class.
So,
I think that's all I got.
so thank you very much, Miss Avance.
Yes, you're
Um,
welcome.
Our interview is, I think this is the end of our interview.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So,
You're very welcome
Um,
for your class,
yes.
you guys. Good luck with English, though. They say if you know English, you're smart. That's not true.
Yeah.
It's about the whatever language, anything you know, but English is what you need to communicate if you want to go outside your home country. So, yeah.
So, peace out.
Yes, good luck, Yao.
Very good.